Hello, I'm Martin Fencka and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Age of Wonders 4. So once again, I'll start this episode by answering some comments, or rather just one comment this time. It's about one specific mechanic, the Outpost, and if it's worth it to invest into the work camp or not. Excuse me. The comment says that it's a trap, that it's not worth it. It's better to convert the outpost into the city right away and let it grow naturally rather than invest the money. Which I think is true most of the time, but I don't think that we can say that it's true every time. And I think in our case, the gold investment was actually worth it. I don't remember the situation from the previous episode exactly, but I think when the outpost was finished, at that point, I had very little Imperium, and I knew that I would have to wait at least like 2 turns, maybe even more than that, before I could get or convert the outpost into the city. So in that case, I was facing a choice. Do I want to wait, do nothing with the outpost, and just convert it into a city when I get the Imperium, or do I want to use that time to get the extra outpost? Sometimes waiting would actually be the correct choice, but I think this heavily depends on your gold income. So in my case, when I'm making around 100-ish gold per turn, and I'm making extra gold from all of the prospecting as well, 100 gold is not that much. It's, let's say, 1 turn worth of income for me. And since I have to wait multiple turns anyway, I may as well use the time and the extra gold that I have access to get an extra province. Another thing is, the situation would be very different in the case where, for example, I would have like 20 gold per turn, in which case the 100 gold investment would be 5 turns worth of income, and since I need gold for other things as well, I would have to be a lot more careful with how I'm spending the little gold that I'm getting. That's one thing. And the other thing is also our racial trait that allows us to start cities with 1 extra population. Basically, the more population your city has, the longer it takes to grow to +1 size. What I mean is, let's say you have 6 population and you want to grow to 7. It's going to take most of the time much longer than growing from 1 population to 2. So if you have a faction, the usual faction that starts cities with 1 population, then you probably will grow to population 2 in 3 turns, and you probably want to convert your outpost into cities right away and just get to population 2 naturally without investing the gold. But since we are starting with population 2 right away, how long does it take to grow from 2 to 3? I think that takes longer than 3 turns. So by investing the gold, I got the extra population faster than I would get it naturally after settling the city. So I think in our case, specifically because of the extra population that our city started with, the work camp might be worth it most of the time. I'm not 100% sure about this, but I'm glad that we got into this discussion because this is exactly what this series, or what I want this series to be about. Min-maxing the, your city and empire development. When we are playing these games on highest difficulties, that's what it is about. How effective you are at the management, how good your micromanaging is, and how effective you are with the resources that you have. And one resource being time, of course. How much you can get every turn, when you can, or how you can save time. And every turn matters. So we will see when we get the next city. We will check our situation again, how much money we have, and decide based on the new information if we want to go for the work camp again, or if it's maybe not worth it next time. But in this case, specifically, this outpost, I think going for the work camp was the correct decision. Okay, enough about that. Let's see what we are doing now. Where do we start? I think our scouts can start by prospecting some provinces. 72 gold, excellent. I think we still want gold over production at this point. And here this guy is done exploring or prospecting here. I don't think we can prospect anything on the edge of the map anymore. So we turn back. And oh, are we gonna get attacked? I don't think so. I think we are far enough. Yeah, he can get to us, these unicorns, but I don't think they can attack. And we are heading this way where we can start prospecting again. So that's the scouts. Oh, I wanted to check one thing. We are about to get a second hero, and I want to know what options we have. Not great. Not great at all. This guy, since we already have a like melee damage dealer hero, this guy would be either a tank or like a support. With fortified, this Governor City gains 24 fortification health. Yeah, I'm not really that interested in fortification health. I don't think I want this hero. The other one is Magical Caretaker. While Army Leader, Magic Origin units in the army have minus 20% unit upkeep. This could be relevant later, but for now it's completely useless. But at least it's a caster, which I'm a little bit more interested in than this guy. I think if I could choose, I would want to have like a ranger, a guy with a bow or a crossbow. But we don't have that, so I think this is the better option. Okay, good to know. And we're gonna need 150 gold, which we should have easily. So let's do this. That's one. We're definitely gonna need one more Anvil Guard. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to see what kind of hero we get to decide on the exact composition of the second army, basically. But we definitely need another Anvil Guard. Let's grab that. We could maybe even finish the market here. I don't think it's worth it. 140 gold to save 2 turns is a little too much. It's better to wait 1 extra turn and finish it next time, maybe. Because it's going to be significantly less and it will still save us a turn. Yeah, it's better to wait. Now, let's move the guard, I guess this way. Stay closer to the hero. These are just cartographers, or is just a cartographer. So I probably don't care about that too much. And I wanted to get rid of these hellhounds or whatever they are called. Okay, so sometimes when your army is significantly stronger than the enemy, at least when it comes to neutral units, they just ask for mercy, and you then can decide what you're going to do with them. As your troops engage the group of fiends, it becomes apparent that they had been conjuring a portal to withdraw. The Inferno Hound, the apparent leader of the gathering, casts a shrewd eye over your army, seeing that there is scant hope of survival. It beckons its own troops to sit on the ground and submit before following suit itself. It watches you with worried hope. Will you allow them to summon their portal to Abadoth and leave these lands? What the hell is Abadoth? Abadoth is an infernal world ruled by demonic princes, where fiends make the laws and sins are virtues. Many realms of this world are affected by spells which enhance one's primal urges, which often lead to bloodshed, debauchery, and everything in between. Very few Godir can withstand Abadoth's infernal influence. Godir, by the way, is how the heroes in this game are called. all of the heroes are, or at least the Empire leaders are good years. Okay, so we still can fight if we wanted to, but if we do, we get some evil alignment. Here it says -5 alignment. I just usually like think about this as like +5 evil alignment. The other option is to just let them go, which would give us +5 good alignment. And the third option is bind the Inferno Hound to you. So the Inferno Hound leading the engaged stack switches to your side. It sounds like you would get a unit here. The independent army will be removed from the location. And Vivian Copperbang loses 106 mana. Yeah, we don't have the mana. That's one thing. But it seems that I still can do it. I would say this is a bug. This option, in our situation, probably should be grayed out since I can't pay them. So the question is, what's going to happen if I go for it? Do we lose the mana that we have, go down to 0, and still get the Inferno Hound? And I don't want the Inferno Hound, by the way. It just doesn't fit our army. It's a free unit, it's free tier 2 unit, so that's nice. But the problem is, if I remember correctly, their upkeep is like 8 or maybe even more, 8, 10, something like that, mana per turn. We definitely can't afford that. And long term, you don't want to spend that much mana every turn on one unit. So I'll probably just let them go. Yeah, the upkeep is the main thing. If it was a unit that required gold every turn, I would gladly probably accept one extra unit that I would eventually at some point sacrifice. But I'm not wasting the mana. Okay, now if we enter the node, are we still gonna get the loot out of it? Excellent. So even though we didn't fight, it's still considered like winning the encounter, and we get the loot for like conquering the node, basically. Which gives us mana, as it was a mana node, and an item. I require Orb, that's a caster item, which I don't think we will be using. I would rather use the staff, but who knows. We're gonna take that. And was thinking about attacking this stack, but it's pretty strong. Can I click on it? Here. There is a neutral hero. His army doesn't seem that strong. I mean, the hunter spider is annoying with the web and jump. That's a nasty combination. But for example, the strength, for some reason, this tech strength here is 537. That's a lot. So there's probably something that I don't see. So the hero is not, it doesn't seem that strong. I'd love to get the chestplate of vitality out of him. But yeah, I already made one bad decision in the first episode and I had to reload, and I'm not doing that again. So let's just wait with this. We could probably do this fight very easily, 265. Unfortunately, we can't get there this turn. Okay, is there anything else that we want to do? I don't think so. End the turn. Okay, so he is basically just running away. I wasn't sure what this stack is going to do. I'm not sure if he's trying to go after the scout or not, but there is no way they ever catch him. If they return at some point and try to like pillage some of our province improvements, then sure, we'll take care of them, but for now I think we can ignore them. Eventually we want to go in this direction anyway. There are some things that we want to conquer and clear. Now, infestation. There we go. That's the graveyard. That's gonna be a pain in the ass for us. Silver infestation spawner. A mass of haunted undead has claimed this region. If left unchecked, they will grow in strength, expand their territory, and send out invasion armies. Invasion. A raiding party will emerge in 0 to 3 turns. This really should be 1 to 3 turns. Because, like, if you get the spawner and immediately, you, especially gold spawner, and you get a stack in your face right away, it's just so nasty in early game. And it can happen. I had that happen when I just settled the city, then I moved next turn a hero, uncovered the golden spawner right next to me, and then got destroyed by the first spawn that appeared right away. It was just so bad. Now, what else do we have here? Finished Sundering Blades. Can we afford this? Well, since we just got some mana, I think we can go for it. First of all, we go for research though. So, spell, tempered shields, another unit enchantment. This is like the main thing we're gonna be using our mana on. We are not really strong combat casters, but we are pretty good enchanters, so we want to boost our units with enchantments, which is gonna cost us quite a lot of mana every turn, because each of these enchantments requires like mana upkeep every turn per enchanted unit. So we are already paying, I think, how much is it? 10 mana per turn for the magic arrows. Now we're gonna add like 6 gold per turn for the enchanted melee weapons. And with every unit that we recruit, the price goes up. So we will have to get some extra mana very quickly. Okay, but yeah, we want to keep enchanting. And the cost is quite high for us. 80 just to cast it. Hero offers to join. Well, okay, so the number of heroes that you can have is based on the number of cities. Basically, 1 hero per city. You can go over this cap, but then you are paying quite a bit more for every hero that you have over this, let's say, cap. And also the recruitment cost for heroes that are over the cap are higher. So last turn, before we had the second city, the price was 250. Now it's only 150. Stuff of fire, 16 fire damage, can inflict burning. Well, you have 2 really bad options, so I'll go for the one that's less bad. Can you get a mount? No, not with the staff. What are we gonna do? We're gonna equip the orb. How much damage is that, by the way? 16, and this is actually more. This is way more. I guess we will be using the orb, and this also should allow us to use a horse and move much faster. And we want to meet in Brescia, or Brexia, I guess. Go this way. Then come on. Sometimes clicking on the units that are standing on the hills is a little tricky. And you have already moved? How did you move already? I moved my scout already? Okay, I don't think there is too much to worry about in this fight. They have 1 wrench unit, the porcupines or whatever these things are quite annoying when You're fighting them in melee because they have the ability to reflect melee damage. And their damage output is quite high. For a range unit, they're pretty heavily armored. But they don't really have any support. There is only one stack, so shouldn't be a problem. And then we have Brewer Ogre with Drink ability, gains Strengthen, Thunder Defense, Frigid Belch. Strengthen gives him extra damage, stacking buff. It lowers his defense though. And the Belch should be an AoE attack. It doesn't really do that much damage. It can freeze us, that is annoying. It's pretty high chance, 90%. But it's 90% before our like status resistance kicks in, so it's usually less than that, but it's still quite high. Also, some frost damage on the melee strike, but it's just like an average tier 2 unit. Now, how do we approach this? Let's stack up. How far do I want to move? Here. I could keep this guy back, covered. Try to not take more damage. We will adjust the positioning next turn. We of course want to cover these two guys. Or these two stacks. No, this is still... Is it too far? It's not too far. What's the chance to hit? Pretty decent. Okay, well, 70%. I will take that shot. Only graze. But it's fine. We can... shield the hero. Maybe they will make it. So I want to move you here. That might have been a mistake actually. What if I move you like this? So that this stack makes it as close as possible. The closer we are in general, the higher chance that we're gonna hit. And I want to be in the right position before the fighting really begins, so that I can use the overdraw with every single unit, do extra damage. I can't use the overdraw and move. If I move, I only have normal shots or shot. So the positioning before the fighting really begins is pretty important to us. Yeah, that's what we wanted. We have the shield ready there. Can the spiders make it? They can, but we should still be shielded for that. And, well, that hurt. Okay, so you want to go this way. And we are taking this hit no matter what. How far, how fast are you exactly? 32. So this guy is making it in range. I'm actually thinking about... Now, if I move these guys back, then they'll most likely get hit by the spiders. So I would also move the guard. And we stay like this and just take a bit of damage. Okay, so the hero can take care of this. That's perfect. Now we focus on the... how they called? Only a graze, unfortunately. What is your name? Razorbacks. 30%. That is bad. And I really don't want to move anywhere. I can't move... I mean, I could move here. Shoot the spiders. How fast are you? 32. So if I move the guards here, that could actually work. Well, first thing first. You've attacked, you've attacked. Give me good damage. Good. Can you hit them? No, you can't. Well, that is annoying. Yeah, that's line of sight. These rocks here are blocking our shots. But they're down to 30%, but there's still 2 of them alive. We need, ideally, to have them down to 1 unit in the stack. Okay, if I move here... I move the hero forward. Oh, I can't move the hero forward. Never mind. Well, this is the best we can do. Okay, this is not gonna work. I'm not taking 30% shot, am I? There is a chance to get a kill, though. Ah, what the hell, let's just try it. Okay. A lucky shot. We want to shield this guy. And wait for them. Okay, that's gonna be annoying. Actually, no, it's not. I expected a bit more damage from that. This cancels retaliation, so our anvil guards can finish the job now and not take damage back. We have high morale. I guess one more shot and then the hero finishes. Oh, here. You can see the difference between the shots from the flank and just when we are shooting them in the face. How much damage was that? Like 12 damage or something like that. So in fights that are not this easy, we definitely need to take advantage of flanking. Oh, you're frozen. Oh, never mind. Here's a flank as well, so let's poke him. 90%. Let's go for 100%. And this also counted, I think, as a flank. More mana, because we just conquered another mana node. 240, that should be enough for a while. Even if our income per turn drops to basically 0 soon. Then, what else do we have here? Some production. And we are starting, for some reason, at 4 population. How did that happen? Actually, I don't think the Outpost has population before it's turned into the city. How did we get 4? We should have started on 3. Because usually you start on 1. We have the ability to start with +1, so that's... Oh, I know where we got it. Did I take it? Yeah, here. Fruitful integration. Okay, got it. So that's 1. Our unique ability is 2, and then the extra province is 3. And for some reason, these buggers just took the province from us. Do we still get the discount? We do. So it counts like a province that's owned by us and also occupied by the barbarians. Well, we want to keep growing, so let's go for the farmstead first. And now we need to figure out in which direction do we want to grow. Guess I'll go for another forester to get a discount on the ground mill. And after that, wouldn't mind getting a vendor. I think that's the usual route that we will take with most of our cities. Let's get the farm here, so that we can sooner get the mana node. And the forester. Okay, so that gives us the discounts that we want for the first 3 buildings. Then you have no governor. We can fix that easily. What about unit recruitment? We will need more of these. It's gonna... Actually, it doesn't take that long. Thought it would take a little bit longer to recruit. And here, how much money do we still have? 229, but we have paid for basically everything that we needed this turn. So we can... Let's see... Do I pay for the market? 100, so that's a lot of money. I think I want my units before buildings, actually. Yeah, I need to get... Holy crap. Is that what I think it is? Yeah. That's a swamp troll. Can we handle a swamp troll at this point? If we can make it with both armies, then I would say yes. What's our reinforcement range? Should be 3 tiles, right? So 1, 2. This feels like too far. Let's prospect first. Kind of need to know if we get some extra gold. Wow, really? Watchtower here in the corner of the map where it can't really tell me anything? Nice. Cloud in a bottle. I don't like this item. It doesn't do damage. Always hits. And in 3 hex cone, pushes back all units 1 hex and inflicts wet. Wet gives minus lightning, frost resistance, and +2 fire resistance. So for us, this doesn't really mean that much. I mean, for other builds, that minus resistance could definitely be valuable. But for us, I think I'm not even gonna like equip this item. Actually, it's probably still better than nothing, so maybe I will equip it. Okay, here's something that I would like to see in the game. I don't see it. If it's here, then I'm blind. But I don't think there is an option here to just like scroll through your heroes. So if I want to get the other hero, then I have to leave, select the other one, and enter its inventory this way. Maybe there is the option to do this, but I just don't see it. And I would definitely like to have it. Okay, you are getting the wands. Can we see what's protecting this? Oh, that's 2 tier 4 units. These 4 are not a problem. These 2, that's a very different story. Hunter Spider Matriarch has really hard hitting web. And we will get hit by that, no matter what. That's like half the health of our arbalists. And then it can jump and finish off one of them. Yeah. Trolls have... deals damage in 1 hex radius. Nasty. Nasty, nasty, nasty. We really need one, well, one, probably more than one actually, summoned units. The ability to summon some extra units would be amazing. Okay, so you will wait. I think the stability will have to wait a little bit. No, actually, it won't. Let's get more population. A quarry. And I'm gonna build a shrine here, and we will do tavern after that. But I really need some extra mana. Next. Okay, so all these units will be in the fight. What is it once again? Nothing really, just the troll. But the troll is a huge problem. Okay, so we will get hit by the spores. What's the cooldown? 2 turns. Yeah, we will have to engage him. This is bad. I hate everything about this fight. It's gonna be pretty useful. Could probably send you forward. That's pretty short range. He shouldn't be able to cast next turn, right? Or at least not on these units. Okay, there is no way I'm moving 2 more tiles. Guess I'll just stay here. This is good. I wanted at least some of them to stay stacked. Because that will allow me to do some decent damage. I think 70% shot is good enough. Oh, come on. These grazes. Yeah, and the hero has to go in. Am I gonna get hit by these spiders if I move here? We do have some options, all of them bad. Come on, give me a good hit. Now, how many hit points are we missing? 15. Okay, 15 is probably worth boosting. Yep. I was really hoping he would just focus on the hero. I will have to engage him with the caster, I think. Because I can't let him do whatever he wants. What is the range of your attacks? Come on. 4. Not enough damage. That's better. Yeah, we'll get flanked, but that's fine. Oh, that's fine. He has low morale because he lost all of his friends, so it doesn't really hurt that much anymore. Now it's important that we take him out. Was that? It was a crit for 40 damage. That's nice. You are too slow. And we can end it immediately because I think he basically panicked. Yes. Okay, so that one hit really hurt, but the damage was spread amongst multiple units. So basically, if we stay in friendly territory for one turn, it will all get healed up. Yeah, I know, don't remind me. It's possible that next turn we will have round 2. Okay, what's next? The Grand Mill. We still have decent income. We probably want to focus on the growth. Can we make it somewhere where we can prospect? Yes. Be great if we got gold. Okay. Ask and you shall receive. Let's move everyone into friendly territory. This is gonna be such a pain in the ass. No, I have to take care of that. Otherwise, they're just gonna pillage every single province improvement. Let's pray that this time the spawn isn't instant. It's not instant, there was already... Actually, it might have been... I'm not sure if it's a new spawn or if there was, like, stag already waiting. I want to know how much gold I have available for this turn exactly. And by the way, we didn't get a level up. That's sad. Okay, I'm gonna sacrifice the province improvements. Because I won't be able to get rid of the spawner itself for some time. Just sitting here waiting for these groups to come to me. Well, it would give us some experience. But don't think that's the best solution. One stack can easily handle this. What else do we have around here? 2, 2, 2. I think this guy should be fine. How much money are we making? 70 gold. Oops, that's what I wanted to do. I thought there was one more thing that, like one more, how is it called? Like one more pop-up about one of our cities. It's not the end of the world, like I didn't miss anything important, but I was thinking about queuing up one more unit. Humble origins. My first protector. Do you remember? The young scribe's words startled you as you recalled your former life. His straightforward question makes your mind regress to simpler times. Back when you were mortal, dreaming modest dreams, pursuing mundane ambitions. To ascend, you have had to sacrifice so many worldly attachments. Sacrifices that caused you to stop looking back, that caused you to forget. Only vague memories of what you were before linger. My first protector. Your saga needs to include who you were before becoming Godir. What can you tell the scribe? Okay, this is not a bad event. So we can either instantly finish the tavern. We can get the free unit. Steel Shaper, I think, is our tier 2 support. Not a huge fan of the Steel Shapers. Strength from steel targets friendly or targeted friendly unit loses all stacks of bolstered defense and bolstered resistance, and for each stack it gets temporary hit points and strengthen 1. Not exactly what we want from our units. Target friendly unit gains bolstered 2 defense. This is not bad, but for a tier 2 unit, these guys, I don't know. They're like quite situational. That bolstered defense from grand defense can be useful sometimes, but actually maybe this doesn't have limited duration. That's the good thing about the bolstered defense. So maybe turn 1 bolstered defense on the main hero, or a unit that would like that we would expect to take most damage, and then just turn this guy into a caster, but or like damage dealing unit. But for a tier 2 unit, they have pretty low damage output. I'd much rather have another Arbalest. They're cheaper, do more damage. Yeah, I think I'll pass on this. Don't really care about the lore that much. I mean, about the knowledge that much. Basically just 2 turns worth of knowledge. I think I'll go for the growth. Just focus and boost the growth and development as much as possible. And I'm surprised that the unicorn is running away. I thought that he would just start pillaging. I mean, I'm not complaining, I'm just surprised. I think I have to send this guy. No, he can go this way. There's no way these things catch up. Okay, I could attack here. You have what? Barbed webs and spawns hatchlings. That's fine. What I hate the most is the combination of leap and web. And we're gonna have... Are you in the fight as well? You are. Okay, let's do it. So the spider should get the small spiders first, and this will basically split the fight a little bit with these 2 units coming first and then the other 2 behind them. So we'll have some time to handle the first 2 before the problem gets in range. Now we basically try to get to level 5, both of our heroes, as soon as possible, and hopefully they'll both get the option to get the tier 3 summon. either an animal or an elemental. I don't want undead because the summon undead actually summons 3 tier 1 undead. I would much rather get the elemental or animal that summons 1 tier 3 unit. Okay, how many range units do we have? 4. Do we save the Hindering Blizzard? I don't think so. And it actually has cooldown, so maybe you'll be able to use it again when the big spider gets in range. I like that it's choosing the wrong path. It's gonna slow it down even more. Oh, really? 70% miss? Don't do that to me. And Grace. Well, this is not going well. Come on, I need a full hit there. Nope. I could go all the way to the birds and taunt them, but I think I'd rather let them hit my crossbows once. They should have been dead at this point, basically. It's gonna be so much more damage, unfortunately, now. Not because of the damage they are doing. Of course, they are doing some damage. But because we have to waste shots on them rather than hitting the damn spider. Okay, do I stay and just get hit by the web? How much damage do you deal? Not that much. Can we please stop getting these grazes? I'm not trying some 30% attacks. 66% is a decent chance. Yeah, we have 5 defense here. So we're gonna be taking around about like 10 damage per hit. I probably don't have a choice here. I have to go in. Taunt as well. Because what I don't want here is these spiders turning around and flanking this stack. And then we're just gonna split maybe one of the arballets going here. And the rest focusing on the big spider. Oh, even less damage than I expected. Nice. Okay, let's take them as low as possible. The spider can't do the web from, or when engaged, I think. 50%. Is it worth it? I don't think so. It's better to go for 100% shot. Or maybe 90% to stay a bit farther away. I don't want to go too close, because you can always disengage, take a little bit of damage while doing it, but then get to the squishies. Is this enough damage for us to finish him off with melee attacks? It is. Excellent. And because the other stack was a spawn of the big spider, it just died with it seems. Did we get the level up? No, we didn't. This one is next, probably. And we can annex another province. So is there a province here that has something interesting and won't get pillaged immediately? This province is Focus Crystal, but it's gonna take a while before we get access to that. Until we get the crystal, it's just +5 mana. What do we need? That's always an important question. Probably second farm. How much money do we have? 171. And then we're gonna need a quarry at some point. You know what? Let's get the quarry. Then we're gonna get bulwark. Then we're gonna grab this farm. There is a pasture, so... Oh, nice. Keep giving me that. This could change things a little bit. Let's see. So you are already a full stack. We are working on the next one. This is horrible. Can I please get someone useful? We are getting only non-combat abilities. I wish there was a way to just re-roll this. Because, for example, with research, you always have the option to pay a little bit of mana and get a new selection. Why can't I get that with heroes? I don't want the second caster. I know that for sure. Question is, do I want a useless, at least talking about fortified, useless hero that would end up being most likely a support, like a general, maybe some kind of a combination general and tank, something like that. Because I'm already planning a composition for the third stack, and I'm gonna build it differently if I'm using a tank hero. Oh well, for now, 1, 2, 3. So you belong here for sure. We have one arbalest for the next group. So no matter what, we want 2 more arbalests. Okay, can we speed up the growth somewhere? We can do it here for 36. I think I'm willing to do it. And we also have to start working on the third city. This thing is such a pain in the ass. Might just have to go this way. I was initially planning to go through the spawner. I could settle with this hero. Just take care of this stack and then go down. Okay, we are not doing this fight. And after we settle, we return. At that point, this guy should be somewhere down here, and then they both move back here and maybe try the graveyard. But well, it's gonna be next time. I think we are done with this episode. Once again, I want to give myself some time in between episodes to check our options. I don't think we've discovered or revealed much more on the map, but still, this is a pain in the ass, and I need to figure out what I'm gonna do with it. I also have to think about these barbarians. They will be coming soon, so I'm like being pulled into all directions, and that's always a bad thing. I have to solve one of these problems so that I can focus only on one side then. How much money are we making? 73. I don't think I can do 4 armies at this point to be able to handle problems on both sides simultaneously. I mean, it would be a solution, but for that, I mean, I can try to settle a 3rd city, but 4th city is really far away, so I would have to go over the limit with heroes. Technically, I could have 1 hero and then a stack without a hero. Don't like any of that. But yeah, we will see what I can come up with next time we are done with this episode, so I hope that you liked it. I hope that you're gonna join me next time again. And until then, have a good time. Bye-bye.